Hello everybody, my name is Pixel and welcome to the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel. Earlier today I was browsing through EA's Origin Access to see if any new games had been added and I spotted the FIFA 20 demo and I thought that might be an interesting thing to take a look at. Now I do understand that not everybody that plays video games is that interested in football or FIFA, it's kind of its own little subgenre. So I do appreciate that this video isn't going to be for all of you, but I know that there's a lot of dedicated FIFA fans out there that might find this interesting. Since I had the RX 5700 already in the computer, that is what we're going to be testing today at 1440p and at the maximum settings with 2x MSAA. Now, since the game is actually capped at 60 FPS during many of the game's cutscenes, we did test the game with an uncapped frame rate as well as a V-Synced frame rate at 120 FPS. What I will say is that I did actually find the game to feel a lot better with the V-Synced frame rate. Not only did it feel smoother, which is obvious, but it also felt a little bit more responsive, which is not really how it's supposed to work. This leads me to wonder if there is some issues with running the game at a high frame rate, maybe some delayed inputs because of queued frames. I'm not certain, I have no idea, but I'm just saying what it felt like to me. When we disabled V-Sync, we found our frame rate jump all the way up to like 180 to 360 frames per second, but it doesn't appear that all the screen elements were updating at that frame rate. For instance, a lot of the animations and the UI elements did appear to be locked towards 60 or maybe even 30 in some cases, which would introduce the feeling of judder. And that judder is also the reason why I would have to recommend that if you pick up this game for yourselves or even try out the demo, that you do actually cap your frame rate to a multiple of 60 to minimize that as best as possible.
Keep it tight at the back and see if we can nick an early goal, and they certainly have done.
Now, visually, I do think that this is a very good looking game, however, it's only good looking in the terms of the assets used and not the rendering quality. There's no real trickery going on here, it's just really high quality assets that all come together to give a really decent presentation. And also, since this is a DirectX 12 title, if you are using an RX 5700 series GPU, you will also be able to make use of Radeon image sharpening, which really crisps up those textures, especially on the team kits and the characters' faces. Now, I can't tell you if this is better than the previous game because I have not played a FIFA game since around 2006, I think, and I'm not really a football guy, so I don't even know if these faces look like the people that they're based off. But what I can tell you is that the visuals here did look fairly decent.
And here's Robertson, and return to Wijnaldum. Just looking for the right opportunity to take the lead. Roberto Firmino has done it.
To be honest, this is a very difficult video for me to make because I know absolutely zero about football. I think I probably watched like 2 or 3 matches in my entire life, and I played FIFA back in like 2006 and prior, but that's about it. I can't tell you if this is a good or a bad game, all I can tell you is how it runs on our graphics cards. I will say, please do forgive the awful gameplay. I actually pride myself on actually doing fairly decent gameplay for benchmark videos, and on this one I really struggled. I tried to play for like 2 or 3 hours and tried to improve, but I was just nowhere near the standard. I mean, I was beating the semi-pro bot, but I mean, what does that mean really? I think it's safe to say that FIFA 20 is not going to convert me into a football fan. Or is it? Because there was another game mode available in this demo which I found really interesting, and that was Volta. This is a 3 versus 3 kind of street ball thing where you're in a very small pitch with a very small net, and it's more about quick skill based reactions, and it almost felt like playing a fighting game in many ways. I have to admit that I actually really enjoyed this game mode to the point where I would actually consider downloading this game at full release just to give it another go and see if it actually goes anywhere, if there's any progression to this kind of mode. I actually do recommend that if you don't like football and you've never tried a FIFA game and you've got access to this demo, then give this Volta mode a try. I think it's a lot of fun and maybe it'll get you into it.
Love it!
With that said, since this is not my kind of game, I'm actually going to leave it here. So if you are new to the channel, then please do remember to slap that subscribe button and to ding that bell so you get notified of our future uploads. If you liked the video, then please do like the video, and if you disliked it, you can do that too. Just please do let us know in the comment section what you disliked about it so we can try and improve it in future. If you've got any questions, suggestions or feedback, please do also leave that in the comment section below. And once again, from myself and everybody here at the Sapphire Tech YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again very soon. I just want to say before I go, I apologise for the gameplay. I might leave a little bit on at the end, I'm not too sure, but thank you for watching and thank you for understanding. Bye bye.